Oh, here we are once again, fucking live. I'm just putting in a movie. Probably one of the first, maybe not first, but one of the few times that I've actually been putting on a DVD for a stream because it's easier to just pop in a tape. I probably watched Gangs in New York. Between Gangs in New York and Young Guns, those are probably pretty much the only films I've ever watched while streaming. I think I've watched other than the commentary type stuff I've done, like with we did Alien recently, me and Radioactive Blob Fuel, me and Death Wish, me and fucking Trash Dash did Death Wish 3 recently. So, and then I did the video talking about Death Wish 3 and Dirty Harry and those kind of films. But again, sort of relay the same message as last time. The reason for the lack of videos recently is because I've been making videos for the video Nasties 31 Days of Horror, which is happening this October. So I'm really excited for that. I did watch a good documentary today. It was called Ban the Video Sadists or Video Nasties, something like that. It's on Tubi. Excellent documentary. It was like an hour and 40 minutes, I would say. I don't know if that's the documentary from the Severin the Severin Video Nasties box set. There's 2 volumes of that. I got the second volume, but I don't know if that's the documentary from that. But if it is, then it's awesome, and I really enjoyed it. Really gave me more insight, like because I've watched documentaries and shit like that on the Nasties, but this is the first time I've watched something that kind of riveted me to the TV. You know what I mean? All That is a good doc. No, it's a different one. Okay, what's going on, Radio? How the fuck you doing, brother? Here we are. And as promised, Radio, the last of the Filthy Ralph horror strips comic. There it is. That's all I'm going to show right now, but it exists. So, boom, the second collection of Filthy Ralph strips is complete. Other than the cover, I got to do the cover. So once that's done, that will be a throw-in with issue 4 of Cinema 187, which of course is the Nasties issue. So right now we're throwing on, I don't have the case beside me, but I'm throwing on The Exorcist. Yes, it has to be done. I gotta switch the fucking input. Oh yeah, I'm excited. Because today, like I knew I was going to do Exorcist, but I didn't know. It took me a long time to figure out what I was going to do with the strip. You know what I mean? Because I was like, initially I was going to have Ralph interacting with the statue of Pazuzu. And then I thought, no. And then I had him interacting with Father Marin, and then one with Reagan. And then I settled with one of my favorite characters. So I'm excited, man. I'm really hyped up. I've got all the cues with all my notes. So 9 people ask questions. There was a few more people that left comments on the video, but they didn't ask questions. So unfortunately, you didn't ask a question, you're not going to be in the giveaway. All right. And same with, if you ask a question here, I will answer it, but you will not be entered into the giveaway because, I think I gave a fair amount of time, and, it's unfair to these other people if more motherfuckers hop in and start, I want to get in on that. Like, no. I actually expected way more like bots or just like fuckheads to come in and because I'm sure there's a huge amount of people that go out there and they fucking, just search giveaway on YouTube, and then they just, same with Instagram, all that shit, and they do it that way. So, as far as my Nasties list goes, real quick, I gotta update this. Radio, how you doing for your Nasties, man? Those Ralph drawings looked fun to do. They're very fun to do. The only problem is I noticed, I don't know what the fuck's going on with my wrist or something, but I find it when I'm lettering, I get this pain in my hand. Maybe it's carpal tunnel. I don't know what the fuck it is. I looked up these exercises you can do for your hand, for drawing pains and shit like that, but I don't fucking know. So, watched Faces of Death can be checked off. Video made. What was the other one? Bloody Moon. Watched. Video made. So far I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 video nasty videos made. Okay, so I still got quite a few to go, but yeah, I don't know. I like it's not like unbearable, but it's like noticeable, and it's like what the fuck. It's almost like when I was a kid and I would color with pencil crayons or crayons or however the fuck you say that word, like pencil crayons. If like to get like a good saturation, you really had to dig, and I can kind of liken it to that pain. Oh, Marin just found the little Pazuzu statue. Man, I love The Exorcist. It's honestly, I'm not exaggerating. I think it's my favorite horror film of all time. Yeah, I really like it. I'd love to have that little statue thing he found there. I'm actually considering getting a Pazuzu tattoo. Of not like the statue, but like the face that flashes a few times through the film. I know Vinny Paz, the rapper, has that, and it's fucking sick. But this is how I'm keeping track, by the way, of the Nasties that I watch. So, I burnt a few of these. I don't know which ones. Like I've got Axe, I got Absurd, Fight for Your Life, bunch of shit. So that will be updated as we go along. This is the Video Nasties Cinema 187 zine submission list. So we still need someone to do Love Camp 7, SS Experiment Camp, and Nightmare. Nightmare was previously claimed by Dunwich Creations, but he had to unfortunately bail because of just time and shit. Like I know he just started a new job and everything, so I'm grateful that he's still involved. He's going to be doing Cannibal Ferox, so that will be sick because he's a hell of an artist, illustrator, cartoonist, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Man, it's Friday night. You know what time it is? It's time to roll a huge fucking joint. I'm thinking a 3 paper joint tonight, guys. So let's get it going. Yeah, I got multiple kinds of dope here to smoke tonight. We got multiple fucking questions to answer. We got a giveaway to do. It's going to be a good night. So I think we're going to do 4 kinds of weed in one joint. Actually, maybe we won't go that crazy. We'll just do... I'm not going to like... There's not really a point in doing that right now. I'll smoke... I got this weed called Pink Xanax. All right? It's nothing to do with the fucking pill Xanax, but it's insane. They say it's 46% THC. I don't fucking know how they would judge that or anything, but it's insane. All right? I wish you could fucking smell this. Just trust me. Trust me. I'm just going to fucking nod. I'm just going to break up this whole bud right here. It's dense as piss, too. Like, it's like a fucking rock of, I don't know. It's good shit. So, yeah, yesterday was actually a double feature Video Nasties viewing for me. I watched Bloody Moon. Actually, I watched Bloody Moon, I believe, Wednesday night. No, Thursday night I watched Bloody Moon, and then this morning I watched, Wednesday night I watched Bloody Moon. Thursday morning I watched Faces of Death. I'd never seen the entirety of Faces of Death. At least I thought, I might have. I don't know. Maybe back in the day, but no, I had a lot of fun with it. It was definitely quite the shocker. And like there was like parts in there where like fucking cows getting their heads, their fucking throats cut, and like all kinds of shit. Me and Radio were talking about how much more tame a movie like Cannibal Holocaust is compared to fucking Faces of Death. Faces of Death has so much goddamn cruelty to animals. There's but there's like a fucking scene where they have a dog fight. You know what I mean? Like these fucking 2 pit bulls are going at it. It's drastic. I've actually already got a bunch of dope rolled. Like there's like 10 fucking joints right there of like primo kush, but not gonna. I want to smoke a huge one. Like even in this one, this is some of that. Well, there's only one left in here, but that Pink Xanax shit. So let's just smoke a cannon of it. Have ourselves a good time. Fucking Exorcist, man. Did the old man tell you about Faces of Death? He definitely told me about the scene with the monkey, like where they eat the fucking monkey's brains. They're like, yes, it's if you eat the brains, you gain the wisdom of that animal, and like all this shit. Like, who the fuck? Like, how's that? That doesn't even look appetizing at all. Like, first of all, how much fucking brain could a little monkey even have in this little skull? Little monkey skull full of fucking brain. They just chow it down. Not even put any salt, no fucking soy sauce or ketchup or. Christ, man, savages. Also, I don't remember the name of the actor, but I'm pretty sure that the actor that was the guy in Scarface that was rolling around with Tony, and he was the one that put the bomb underneath that guy's car, and Tony shoots him in the fucking head inside the car. And he was also in Breaking Bad. I forget his character's name, but he was the guy that was in the wheelchair with the bell. I believe he just passed today, so this a very unfortunate fucking thing. So this stream is dedicated to that man who deserves to be named. So let's get his fucking name out right now. Anybody know his name? Fuck. Scarface. His name was Mark Margolis. Dies at 83. Fantastic actor. I love that. 30 meters or some shit, or 20 meters, however fucking far away he's got to be. You think I blow up a fucking wife and 2 kids? Yes, Tony. He should have just done it, and then he would have, like, you know, he wouldn't have fucking Alexander Sos fucking tracking him down with all of his fucking 40 thieves. Did you find the soundtrack to Faces of Death poorly chosen in spots? Yes. And to bring up Bloody Moon again, I found that the fucking soundtrack in that was out of control too. There was parts where I was like, what the fuck? This is not matching with what I'm seeing. There's the statue of Pazuzu. This looks so nice. Like, I don't have this movie on Blu-ray. I have it on DVD, but it looks so good. I grew up watching the VHS tape. I got it up there, the old man's copy of fucking Exorcist. I'll never get rid of that one. There's movies on tape that I have on DVD and Blu-ray and shit that I won't get rid of. Exorcist, Moby Dick, Dracula, Frankenstein, just to name a few. But yeah, Ullman is more of like, Ullman, no matter how many fucking times I say it to him, he still calls necromantic necrophilia. He says, that movie Necrophilia. I'm like, yo, necromantic. And then like, necrophilia. It's like, no, motherfucker, it's necromantic. And I'd like to rewatch. Like, there's movies I want to show my dad this October that's going to, like, blow his balls off. I'm going to show him August Underground. Definitely. I got to watch the rest of Fred Vogel's movies because he's cool enough to say he would do a Zoom call interview with me. So once I get the rest of his stuff watched, probably won't happen in August. And I'm sure he's probably busy as fuck because he's just putting out all of his movies again through Unearthed, I believe. Which I'll probably be picking up Mortem and Penance because I don't have those. And yeah, that's a fucking joint. Put it on my shirt so you can see it. Like, this is a joint. This is the regular size joints that I roll for like me and Kayla. You see the difference. This is just like a how do you do. This weed is so fucking strong, that's all you need, but 1,000 subscribers, buddy. 1,000 fucking subscribers. I can't believe it. Yeah. Also, like I said, with the whole new Filthy Ralph strips book, like I feel like I did something. I can call something done almost once I get that cover made and get it printed. Then there'll be 4 Filthy Ralph books in existence, and I'm very proud to say that. You know, it's hard to, it's easy to start something. It's hard to finish something, especially when it comes to something like that. Making a comic book is not like something you do in a fucking hour and a half, you know, although people would argue you can. There's a really good channel called Marsh Makes Comics. I believe he calls his company Donkey Jaw Productions. And he does amazing videos, streams, talks about making comics and all that kind of stuff, man. And I really like watching that type of shit. What's going? Fuck. There we go. Also, there's my submission for 187. my painting of Fulci's zombie that's not complete yet, but I wanted to just put it there. I got to rewatch Bloody Moon, but I was getting Murder Rock vibes from the soundtrack. Yeah. Like I said to you, man, like I didn't dislike Bloody Moon, but I just didn't think it was like that fantastic. It had its moments, like with the saw, the knife through the tit, the chick in the closet, like, you know, the kid, the fucking weirdo at the beginning with the Mickey Mouse mask stabbing the girl with the scissors. Like, there was parts that I enjoyed. How about some fucking Mountain Dew? I haven't had Mountain Dew in probably like 15 years. Just because I wanted to try something. I wanted to try like a pop that wasn't Pepsi or cherry Pepsi. Very green. Peter fucking Tosh would say, I don't drink no pink, blue, yellow, green soda. But here I am drinking fucking green soda. Driller Killer. I like Driller Killer. I like that movie, especially because it's about an artist. You know? And like his fucking painting of the buffalo. Man. I'll tell you right now, the version of Driller Killer that I have, holy fuck. It's not the best. It's like one of those guillotine releases. You know, I've got like a Street Fighter on that, Night of the Living Dead. Basically, Guillotine was one of those companies that would just release anything that they could. Like Mill Creek. Let the reefer begin. I'm gonna actually do something real quick here. So, man, I don't dig the Mountain Dew. I don't dislike it. I mean, I'd rather go for a Pepsi than Mountain Dew, but Mountain Dew has like a negative connotation attached to it too, because like motherfuckers that just don't leave the basement, they live off Mountain Dew. I'm a motherfucker that drinks like fucking 5 liters of water a day, man. I need water like all the time. So you hear about these people that they don't drink water, and it just blows my fucking mind. I'm just I scanned the Exorcist piece, so now I'm just getting it ready to be sized. Oh fuck, not print. I want to save it, and then maybe later on we'll check out some of the Filthy Ralph strips. There's 8 in total. Really fucking proud of all 8. You know, took me like 2 weeks to do all 8 of them. The Exorcist. Oh fuck, man, this weed was so needed right now. It's been a week from hell. Hasn't even been like that bad of a week, but it's just been slow as fuck. Like the slaughterhouse has just been like we usually take in 100,000, between 100 and 112,000 birds a day. Today we took in fucking 40,000. And when I got to work, there was no chicken trucks incoming, which is like, what the fuck? And I had a fucking interaction with a dickhead today. It kind of pissed me off. Because some people fucking think that their shit don't stink. And I'm here to remind them that it does. Sorry, man. Sorry, dude. I'm just... Fuck's sakes. I'm just going through this... Oh, there it is. Boom. Almost done. My fucking joint keeps going out. So much fucking crystal in it. Fuck. Hold up. I'll give you a chance to take a guess at I use 2 lines from The Exorcist on my Exorcist page here. If anyone can guess what those 2 lines are, or at least one of them, I'll send you a fucking Cinema 187 package. Sorry. And done. Okay, back to the fucking chat here. Ouch, yeah. I have some crummy Echo Bridge transfers. My Driller Killer is solid though. Didn't they put out like Arrow put out a good copy of that? No. No. That was too easy. Like that would have been too easy to do like Your Mother Sucks Cocks in Hell or you know, anything. One time me and my dad were on mushrooms and we watched The Exorcist, and the scene where like the mom is like Demi's mom is like Demi whatever, and my dad like did something so offensive that I don't even know if I could show it publicly. Fuck it, I'll show it publicly next time if I remember. Yeah, I know Arrow's put out a lot of like. To be honest with you, I've seen Driller Killer. I keep wanting to say Driller Chiller because Danny B's Instagram handle, but I'm okay. I like the film, but I don't need it. I'm not going to pay like $40-$50 to get a new copy of it. Um, you know, there are some films out there that I'd like to get an update of. I'd like to get a Blu-ray of Taxi Driver. I'd like to get a Blu-ray of the Godfather films. None of those are really horror related, actually. Not all the ones I'm thinking of. If there's like a Death Wish box set out there, that would be sick to own, like a Blu-ray. Because I got them on DVD, I got them on tapes. Like that's another series that I have on DVD and tape that I'm gonna keep both of because I fuck with those films so much. This is insanity. Fuck, man. Do you want to give one more guess, Radio? Because I want to show you. I'm going to screen share the fucking thing. Guess one more time on what the quote is. It's something that is just like, once you see it, you'll be like, oh, fuck. Of course. How the fuck do I do this again? Fuck, man. Well. Okay, there we go. This is out of control. I got Death Wish 2 and 4 on Blu-ray for $5. That's a fucking steal. 2 through 4. Honestly, like 2 and 3, man. Like I don't watch 4 and 5 nearly as much as I watch part 1 and 2. And I watch like 3 is a movie that I've kind of watched twice in the last year. And I really do like it, but part 1 and 2, like I love part 1 because it's so vicious, and part 2 is just like ultra fucking violent and rapey, man. It's fucked. It's fucked. It's fucked to even admit to liking that, but it's a good film because the bad guys get their comeuppance. That's what you want to see, right? Unless you're some kind of sick fuck. You should be able to find that collection cheap. Just look out for it. I don't know, man. I'm not an Exorcist expert. You fuck. Okay, I'm gonna share the new Filthy Ralph, the final strip in the Filthy Ralph strips collection number 2. Here we go. So here, I'll zoom in. It looks a little pixely because it's like a scan, and then I like digitally darken it. But Jesus Christ, hell, come on, you whore! These damn childproof pill bottles. Could you help an old altar boy out, Father? If you're the devil, why not make the lid disappear? Yeah, what the hell? Hand them over. And then fucking Filthy Ralph's fucking cheesed out in the subway platform with his booze hound ale, which is this new beer that like I'm gonna introduce into the Filthy Ralph universe. There's like matches and cockroaches and cigarette butts and flies is another thing I've really started to use in these Filthy Ralph strips. And that's sort of like my call sign right there is another Ricky P comic to make you vomit. And I think that's funny. So there it is. The Exorcist page is done. Anybody that is watching or watches this in the future, there's currently another Filthy Ralph strip collection, which is all just horror film tributes. Matter of fact, I wonder if I just like. Fuck. Here's the Videodrome one. So like Ralph says, all I wanted was to order me some tacos and watch a fucking porno on pay-per-view. Now I'm being robbed at gunpoint by a softcore snuff show. There's more explicit violence and nudity on the tape of my 4th birthday. Like on the VCR it says new flesh. I don't know. I'm having a lot of fun with these, man. Like one thing I'm trying to do is, I don't know. I'm just really trying to fucking. I'm trying to think of who. Okay, so radio. Remember the Chats music video for 6-liter GTR? Like I was really inspired by that. Like really fucking inspired. Like the amount of detail. Like it's cartoonish as fuck, but the amount of detail is so like I don't know. I love it. And that's sort of what like inspired me to do like to do some of these backgrounds and stuff, especially in this batch. Yeah, I actually have the original right fucking here. There it is. Yeah. So like initially like the hardest part for me like how can I explain this? Like, there's something that just clicks, right? Like, I'll be sitting there, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do Exorcist. What the fuck am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? And then I drew that scene of like Ralph like laying there, and initially he was holding onto a bottle of alcohol, and he was gonna say something about the altar boy line, and I was just sitting there, and I was like, no, it's not like it's greasy, but I want it to be like just like over the top. So like the fucking bottle of pills, because that's something that Ralph would have, and like I tied that into the altar boy line. You know what I'm saying? Like, thanks, man, about the post thing. Yeah, I think it looks pretty fucking good. Although I fucked up the circles on his shoes. Like usually, lately I've been putting a little skull, but I fucked them up, and I like initially I was doing little upside down stars, and then I started to do the skull, and then I fucked them up on this one, but. Now you can see a bit of the detail better, like Booze Hound Ale, another Ricky P comic to make you vomit. All this is hand done. The thing is, like the one thing that's not hand done is, and I sort of took something from the first person I really seen doing it. Well, it's just tracing, but like OG Mike Giant, he takes like he'll like write something. He'll like write something, print off the page, and then he'll put a piece of tracing paper over top of that and then create his own font over top, but he uses the underneath to like as a guide, which is something that I love, and it's totally fucking helping. So there's the Exorcist. I can actually show a few of these because I got them all right here. Actually, oh yeah, I guess this will be easier because it'll be too pixely and shit on the other way. This was Radioactive's idea. This one, the Godzilla one. Some of my highlights on there. I love that little place right there. I did a color version of this as well. I'm not going to read the text. You'll have to wait and see that. Had to do one with the homie Doug Bradley. Pinhead from fucking Hellraiser. House of a Thousand Corpses, of course. Here's an example of I fucked up the font, but I saved it. Like if you look at the top of every letter, it has those lines. Like it didn't look like that in the beginning, and that really fucking makes it look OG, I think. But a bunch of funny stuff down there. Like there's the skull in the shoe that I was talking about. And this one was kind of fun to do because the layout of it, right? He's like at a fucking counter, I've done that before, but I blanked out the bottom half. Otherwise, it would have been too hard. Had to do Videodrome to represent Canada. You know, love me some fucking Canada. Well, because I live in Canada mostly. Had to do Psycho. You know, look at the toilet. Love that. Yeah. Oh man, I did this one like a couple nights ago. Dawn of the Dead. Demons. Fucking had to do demons, man. Had to do demons. And then last but not least, The Exorcist. So now volume 2 of the Filthy Ralph strips is complete. Like I said, other than the cover, which I'll probably do over the weekend. I'm stoked to do that. So that's it, man. That's what I've been working on in terms of that. And I've been working on this painting. I have like a solid layout for the cannibal Holocaust piece that I'm going to be doing, as well as the Madhouse piece, which I'm going to be doing. Yeah, I'll give it till about 12:45, and then I'm going to start reading the questions, because there's like 9 questions, and I have kind of long answers for a few of them. So, but I want to smoke some more weed, get a little more high. That pose is sick on Ralph. Yeah, okay, so I wanted to say something about that. The way that I work out the poses, I have to like, and that's the hardest part for me. That was like a really, I'm like glad, and I appreciate you for noticing that pose, because it was not fucking easy to do, especially in that style, you know, because it's easy. Like, and I have to do like, I know a lot of people are straight to ink and stuff, but like I could never, not with those at all, because I just would fuck it up. I know it, and I've been using white acrylic paint for any kind of touch ups, which I've only had to do on the House of a Thousand Corpses one, and the I forget. I have a color version of Ralph. I'll share with you real quick. I'm pretty proud of it. It's one of the first things that I really, that I ever digitally colored in Adobe Illustrator, which is a program I've been using for fucking literally years. Fuck. There it is. Share. So there it is. Filthy Ralph in color form. I had a lot of fun with that. That was your idea, dude. You're nailing it, and I know what you mean. Sometimes ideas just come out of the blue. Like Booze Hound is a good example of funny trope like that. Booze Hound, yeah, because that's like that's what I would call him. He's a fucking old booze hound. I've called my dad's an old booze hound. You know what I mean? Like Booze Hound is it's a Susan. I do like how you started to put Godzilla as an intro. Oh, you've noticed that, eh? Yeah, buddy. Yeah, man. I did that shit because, like, I don't know. Like, I've been wanting to. I would love to just like edit, like go crazy, but like I'm just lazy when it comes to that. Like I could, like every time I reference something, or like I could put like a photo, but I think pretty much everyone fucking knows what I'm talking about, so they don't have to like. There's that scene with the statue of Mary that's all like fucking like witch titted and shit. Sup, big dog? Been a minute. Evil aesthetic. What's going on? Evil aesthetic. I'm fucking chilling, man. Straight to ink. I mainly just for practice. Yeah, I know you're fucking like crazy. Like you're crazy when it comes to that shit, man. Because like I have like I like to draw like the Filthy Ralph style, where like every line has to fucking be like meticulous and shit. Maybe that's why my fucking wrist is like getting all fucky, man. Maybe it's because of that. I don't know. maybe I'm pushing down on the fucking pen too much. There's like multiple factors that I've thought of, but like I said, like I did a strip a day. I pulled an Ed Piss score for fuck's sakes this week. I did a strip a day. I'm sick of this green shit. It's okay, but I gotta like add water to it because it's so fucking sweet. Make me fucking snap. It was only a matter of time before you got to Godzilla anyway. Yeah, I love me some Godzilla. I got a decent Godzilla collection. You actually sent me a Godzilla, but I've got the Godzilla box set that I believe has the first 8 films. It has Gojira, which is the Japanese version, which is the best Godzilla film in my opinion, and then it's King of the Monsters, which is the first Godzilla that has edits added in with Raymond Burr, and then Godzilla Raids Again, I believe, is the second one technically, and then I forget what else is on there, but there's a verses on there, at least 1 or 2. Yeah, Godzilla is a good character. The one thing about the Godzilla films, and like me and my friend GDJ Rod, we fucking did Jared out there. If you're out there listening, buddy, many fucking good nights talking with you, dude. Miss you, man. I know you're fucking family man now, and you got fucking your kids are like old enough, like your kids are talking and like walking and like running and fucking going to school and shit. Like I remember before you had the kids, like that's how far back we go. Someone just messaged me on some bullshit, but oh, it's just a fucking Jinja Ninja. What's going on, homie? Just chilling out. I got a bunch of questions to answer from this fucking Q&A giveaway thing that I'm doing. Yeah, I got them fucking printed somewhere right here. Like I said, I'm probably about 10 minutes. I'm gonna start reading these off because there's 9 questions. And like I said, I've got like my oh fuck, I'm gonna put Ralph down. I got like my answers scribbled down just so I have like a good idea. A couple people asked questions on here that kind of had me thinking for a minute. So pretty good mixture here. Pretty good mixture of goodness. Oh. Yeah, currently I'm watching Exorcist, and we're at the part where Chris, or whatever the fuck her mom's name is in like this therapist's office. Fucking love Exorcist, man. I'm fucking stoned, dude. We need to get more high though. Just a little bit. I'm gonna tell you something. It's gonna be fun. I've been looking forward to doing this. I'm gonna fucking I'm just gonna send the word. Actually, fuck it. If people watch, they watch. I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna fucking. I'm gonna start reading these actually because there's a lot to talk about. Radioactive blob fuel. I'm gonna start off with you because you're in the fucking house, and you asked a question, or this is your comment. Congratulations on 1K. I think I got a decent question. Favorite animated series? So Radio, are you in the house right now? 666, because I don't want you to fucking miss hearing this because it's your question. Favorite animated series? I couldn't like narrow it down to one animated series. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got 6 that I wrote down. Okay, and my favorite, like the one that I think I've seen the most, and the one that I, because I was thinking, right, I was like, okay, this one could be my favorite, and then just leave it at that. But I think that would be unfair to some of the other stuff. So my first answer is The Simpsons. Okay, because I think The Simpsons is a very, everyone my age, like people that like, as people a little bit older than me, like they might know life before The Simpsons, but like my life, The Simpsons has always fucking been there. You know what I mean? Like The Simpsons, I've watched, countless times. I like the earlier shit way more than the later stuff. Like one of my favorite episodes, like there was an episode where there was like this old, kind of like old crook type fuck, and he was like, he was actually voiced by George Carlin, I think, and he was like the guy that created Itchy and Scratchy. So there was like animation studio stuff. Like anytime Itchy and Scratchy was involved, I was glued to the fucking screen because, like, especially with the making of it. I think that guy's name was Lampwick or some shit like that. But another character named Lampwick was in Pinocchio, for the record. The Simpsons, yeah. Another really good earlier episode is the one with that like crook babysitter. This was like going way back, like early fucking like season 1, 2 or some shit. Like there was this babysitter that they hired, and oh man, what else was there? There was another really good one. I remember there was an episode with 50 Cent back in the day. That was like a big deal because it was on like the cover of I don't know, it might have been on the cover of Mad Magazine or some shit like that, or it was definitely on the cover of something that I owned. But obviously the episode with the Bart and like all the neighborhood kids like were against like Nelson Muntz and the bullies, and they got that like greasy guy that like worked at that sort of pawn shop in on it, and they were throwing balloons at them and shit. Like, all the Treehouse of Horror stuff, yes, that is like an entire thing that if you hadn't mentioned, I wouldn't have even fucking said. But of course, all those are fucking great. Simpsons. I got to keep up with the comments. Hippies collect. Hippie, you're in the house, buddy. How the fuck are you, man? I have not read your question yet, and I will read it. I'll read it after I finish this answering this one because there's a few more. The question is favorite animated series, so I first answered with The Simpsons. Another one I have to mention is Mission Hill, which is a show that I've talked about a few times here on the channel recently. It's a really good show about this guy that's like 24 years old, and he wants to be a cartoonist, and he works at like a fucking mattress store, and basically he lives in the city, and his little annoying brother comes and moves in with him, and it's just the trials and tribulations of that. But there's like really good fucking episodes that involve like really dense like movie knowledge stuff. And like if you watch the episode where they talk about Plan 9 from outer space, or like the parody of it, when you watch that and you see inside that video store, that is a deep influence for me because there's like a skull candle, there's like a shrunken head, like all that kind of stuff. I love a good background, and fucking right. I was just watching this flick and just watching this flick and good. It's a tough one. And all good, it's a tough one. Like the question, yeah. Ginger Ninja 666. Trios of Horror is an all-time great offshoot, yes. When they go to France. Yes, when they go to France, like the wine, right? The wine is like antifreeze in the wine or whatever. Qu'est-ce que c'est? Qu'est-ce que c'est, je m'appelle? Doing good, man. Cool. Right on, hippie. So yeah, Mission Hill. Tales from the Crypt Keeper, which was the animated version of Tales from the Crypt. It was I don't know who the fuck was behind it, but it was really good, and I grew up on it. And another side show, Freaky Stories was another good animated anthology. I think it was Canadian. There was a few other really good animated horror shows that I know were Canadian that I just cannot mention off the top of my head because I just forget the titles, but lots of good stuff in there. Undergrads, which is another show that you either seen and love, or you didn't see, or you hate it. I fucking love it. Me and my cousin grew up watching it. There's only like one season, which sucks. Same with Mission Hill, one season. Like these really good shows back then, they did not last long. Because they weren't meant for that time or whatever. Right now we're at the part in Exorcist where they're fucking at the dinner party, and priest is playing the piano. So Afro Samurai is another really good fucking animated show. Of course, South Park. I would be remiss to mention South Park and Beavis and Butthead and all those fucking really good shows. But and Beavis and Butthead I might hold higher regard than South Park just because I'd watched Beavis and Butthead before South Park, and then I hold certain episodes of South Park really near and dear to my heart. Like that's what I call a sticky situation when they're all on the bus and Cartman gets an anal probe, like all the early stuff when it was still construction paper and all that. Like I'm a big like fan of handcrafted animation, like stop motion animation is what it is, really. Construction paper, it's well done, it's amazing. Those early episodes are great. The zombie episode, the Halloween episode where Cartman dresses up as fucking Hitler and then he ends up dressing up as the Ku Klux Klan member. Like, oh, man, it's good shit, man. Fucking love it. And then the final one is Cowboy Bebop. You know, because you say animated series, like if it had been animated something, Heavy Metal, Fritz the Cat, Fire and Ice, Hey Good Looking, basically anything Ralph Bakshi did, Wizards, Lord of the Rings. Yeah, most Heavy Metal is my favorite animated anything. I've watched Heavy Metal on mushrooms probably like 5 to 6 times, maybe even 7 at this point, and I'm telling you, that movie plays out perfectly for a mushroom trip because it starts off like, you know, like obviously like if you eat the shrooms and then pop the fucking film on, boom, it starts off with you know, the guy landing the car on the planet and then he gets melted into the thing. And the first story is Harry Canyon, where it's like, you know, very, you know, easy to understand, you know what I mean? It's New York City in the near future where aliens have already colonized on the planet and like, you know, they're in there and they're just basically, it's almost like racist shit, like humans versus the aliens and stuff like that. So that's easy enough to fucking understand. And then you get the story of Den, right? Which is like kind of, it's out there compared to the Harry Canyon story. And you're like, okay, holy fuck, like this is pretty insane, right? And then you go from Den to, I believe you go from Den to, what the fuck's his name? Hand Over Fist, the Bernie Wrightson story, which is probably my least favorite of them. I mean, honestly. And then I think it goes from that one to the soldier ones, like in the B-42 bombers or whatever. And you're already like, and then you're like, holy fuck. And then it goes to the one with the 2 fucking drug addict fucking pilots out in space. And there's like that total fucking just trip scene. And then the final scene is where Tarnak, and at that point you're just like, bang, holy fuck, it's so good. I've probably seen Heavy Metal as many times as I've seen fucking Exorcist, which is a lot. So, Radio, are you satisfied with my answer? I tried my fucking best to give you a good answer. I gotta drink some water, man, and I gotta smoke some more of this fucking marijuana. Yeah, Mountain Dew sucks dick, bro. Water is where it's at. I swear to you, I haven't had Mountain Dew in so fucking long, and ugh. Even like with the ice, like watered down with the ice on, it's too fucking sweet. It's like drinking fucking pure. Me and Kayla went up north to a cottage. It was actually our 6th anniversary, the previous, like on the 29th. So we went up north to a cottage. The first drive up there was like nearly 7 hours to get up there, and it thunderstormed and everything. But I brought like my big, you know, kind of like tent thing that doesn't have walls, you know, like a gazebo kind of deal. It's like probably like 12 by 12 square with a fucking cover. So it's thunderstorming. Oh, here's where Dimmy's mom's walking up the subway stairs. That's one of the scariest parts of Exorcist. I don't give a fuck. That scared the piss out of me. Even the shots of Karis. She's like, Dimmy, you let me die, Dimmy. And there's your shot of Pazuzu. I love The Exorcist. There she goes, Dimmy. Yeah. One of my best, like I already mentioned it, but me and my dad eat mushrooms, watched Exorcist. One of the funniest nights of all time. It was the night that I painted the red painting of the purple demon, and it was the first time me and my dad did mushrooms like in years. You know, it might have been. I don't think so, but it could have been the first time me and him actually did mushrooms together. Period. Mm-hmm. No, we had to have. But anyways, crazy night. It is weirdly thick and kind of oily. That's what I hate about Mountain Dew. Yeah, it's not great. I gotta wash it down with some reefer. Okay, I'm gonna put a check mark on here So stating that I read Radio's comment. Okay. So, Hippie, I'm so fucking happy you're here. I'm so glad you asked me a question. For the record, Hippie's Collectibles, he's a friend of mine that from way back in the comic book era, and he still makes videos and stuff. If anyone's interested in comic books, or you know, if you're into the same kind of stuff that I'm into, check out Hippie's Collectibles. He's fucking awesome. Good guy. Oh fuck, I missed a bunch of fucking comments. Oh, not a bunch. Season 1 to 9 is the best, regarding to Simpsons, I believe, or South Park, probably. Good choices. Is it weirdly? I am Brunson's in the house. What's going on, bro? How the fuck are you doing, man? Well, Hippie, I'm glad you're here, buddy. It means a lot. It's crazy because you knew me when back in those days, like you knew me when I was probably like 18. You know what I mean? I'm fucking 30 now, man. About to be 31. Like we bullshitted way back then, and you would be smoking your dope and making videos. And I remember one time, maybe a few times, we were on a stream with Gene Paul Ace Peter together, and he fucking saved photos. The time that I sent you, like the DVD of like those short films I made way back before I went to film school. Damn. Hippie's in the house. Okay, so Hippie's question, and yours is one that has a lot of answers to it. He says, "Hi Rick, congrats." Or he says, "Hi Rick. I just realized I don't have to go to work tomorrow, and I just lost my mind." Hi Rick. Congrats, been a long haul, man. Okay, my queue is among that massive horror collection. What or who is your number one favorite horror character or favorite horror moment in a movie? 666. Okay. Here we go. If I can. iToke. So, favorite horror character. We'll start off with that. So, I've listed a few. Reagan from Exorcist. Watching it right now. I love, like, I find her annoying as not like uber annoying. Like she's like way more tolerable than any fucking other kid in any other horror film probably in existence, other than like maybe some of that shit in the 50s. But Village of the Damned, Bad Seed, that kind of shit, Twilight Zone, shit like that. But like when she's like the devil, she's the best character ever in horror. I love her, man. I think she's so fucking scary. And it's like she's just this little girl. Like it's crazy because she starts off as like this like little innocent kid. You know what I mean? And fucking like when you look at her from the beginning of the film to fucking like the third end of the third act, man. And all the stuff she says and does, and like the fucking levitating off the bed, like the head spin. Okay, that's one thing. It's everyone. That's the scene that they know this movie for. I think that like her levitating with her eyes white, like at that one point when they're doing the fucking exorcism at the end, like that's the scariest scene to me. There's some scary shit in this film, man. For a little kid, fuck. Brunson, we're on different times. Oh fuck, where are you at, Brunson? Where are you located? I'm fucking Ontario, Canada. So I'm 2 hours from Toronto, 2 hours from Detroit. Hippie, thanks, Rick. At least 12 years. He still has that thing. Damn. Saw it when it first came out. People were freaking out. Fuck. You Hippie. You have a very unique, like life because you got to see, like everything that I hold so near and dear. Like you fucking like experienced it. You lived it without motherfuckers with a cell phone in their hand, like filming everything. Like you lived life before fucking this, like I don't know, man. I'm worried for the future. You know what I mean? Because especially like they just I heard there was a huge riot in New York like this afternoon, like over like some dumb shit. What the fuck is people doing? Okay, so Reagan from Exorcist, Pinhead from Hellraiser, fucking love Pinhead. I think he has some of my favorite like lines, not just in horror films, but like in general. He has that line where he says they're explorers from a, what does he say? Explorers from a further, I don't know. It's some kind of almost like an Anthony Bourdain fucking line. Uh, Demons to some, angels to others. Like that type of shit is crazy as fuck. You know, it's a waste of good suffering. You know, no, I want to confront him or whatever. Fuck, man, love this shit. Maniac, Joe Spinell and Maniac. Because I was trying, like when you said horror characters, I was like trying to think like of just characters, like you know. And I the thing I love about Maniac and like the character that he plays in the film is like he's really like this insane maniac, but like the parts where he's in you know, talking to that chick. I know I always bring this up where he's like, yeah, I'm a painter, mostly landscapes. He's just like a George Costanza type motherfucker. Like he's just lying about everything. Like he might as well have said he's a fucking architect. So Work East Harlem. I love him in Taxi Driver. His little 1 second thing. I didn't see Maniac until way later in the game. Like I was in my 20s when I probably end up seeing that for the first time. That must have been badass. Some streamer caused a riot in New York. Yeah. How fucked is that? Yeah, they messed up the Union Square area. Spinell was a weird dude. Whoops, gotta get back to work. Have fun. All right, Ginger Ninja, thanks for fucking stopping by. This toke is for you, pal. Next character. Candyman. I fucking love Candyman. Candyman is a character that the first one came out the year I was born, 92. So I fucking, you know, that and Reservoir Dogs is like two really good movies. I consider really good movies that came out the year I was born. There was some other good shit. Really good hip hop albums. Like that weed is insane. I feel like I just ate fucking like a bunch of fucking edibles. Frankenstein and Dracula, of course. Those are my last two entries for the favorite horror character. But moving on to favorite horror movie. And when I mentioned Frankenstein and Dracula, that's Lee and Cushing, Lugosi, Karloff. Like, love those guys. Favorite horror moment in a horror film. So I wrote down 6. All right, because I fucking had to. Streamer caused a riot. That's fucked. It is fucked. It's fucked. These fucking guys got like insane amount of money. They can like do like crazy shit. They just like roll up to a place and cause a fucking riot and then take off. And it's fucked. Wouldn't want to live in an area where some dumb shit like that can happen. Yeah, I wouldn't want to live in New York at all. Fuck that. Hippies Collectibles, Minor, Karloff, and Lugosi. Karloff, brother. Got him tatted on me, bro. It looks more like it's, you know, if I was standing, it wouldn't look so like me going, huh. But yeah. And specifically, Karloff from Bride of Frankenstein. I love Bride of Frankenstein. I actually was at the Hippie. You'll find this cool. Kirk Hammett, you probably know he's like a big time horror collector. Well, he put his collection of posters and memorabilia on tour, and it ended up in Toronto. So I was working in Toronto doing some fucking film shit, and I went to the Royal Ontario Museum, which has amazing stuff. Like there's a mummy there. Like I had one of the best times, like out of the blue conversations ever. One time I was looking at the mummy, and there was like this older like Indian man, possibly Pakistani. I'm not sure. He was definitely like, you know, from like either India or like one of those neighboring countries. And we were looking at the mummy together, and we just like were talking, and we ended up walking around like the entire like Egyptian exhibit, just like looking at everything. And it was like a very just like really cool moment that I'm glad that I got to share with this stranger. But they had the Kirk Hammett exhibit there, and it was so cool. They had something that was in Frankenstein, like in the laboratory, and I have a photo of me fucking uh, holding that up, and it was a good time. I was baked too, because like I walked from the place I was staying at to the fucking museum, which is probably like an hour and a half walk, and just got baked the whole way. Yeah, with listening to music, and I went there and I enjoyed the whole exhibit. And I went down to like the gift shop, and the stuff they were selling that was related to the exhibit was there was a book or some shit, and it was like 40, $50. I'm like, no. But I took a photo of every poster that was in there, every single one. The 3 fucking sheet mummy poster, all the guitars, like the coffin guitar case, like fuck. Mummy is on one of his guitars. I seen that guitar, man. He had some original Frank Frazettas, original Basil Go-Go's. It was fucking crazy. One of my teachers at a summer art class made his guitar. That's insane. That's sick as fuck. So what movie did I mention? Okay, so for favorite horror moment in a movie, the first one I wrote down was in Dawn of the Dead, when Wooly, like that big fucking guy, kicks that door down and shoots that dude's head off, and it like is a really good head explosion. That whole moment, like that whole siege, like the beginning of Dawn of the Dead, I think is phenomenal. It's fantastic. I love it. It's one of my favorite moments in film. It's one of my earliest memories. Matter of fact, I have something that I can share with you right now. Cool G Rap just started playing. Um, Images. This just might take me 1 second to find it. Oh, here's that photo. I just sent this to radio the other night. This is me and Sid Haig. I was like, this is a long time ago. Um, where the fuck is it? Do you hate when you fucking are trying to find something and you got people sitting there watching, waiting for you to fucking say something? They're like, say something. Hurry up and say something. Keep talking. There it is. This is how OG it goes with me in Dawn of the Dead. That's me as like a 5-year-old kid with the Dawn of the Dead Anchor Bay. Boom. That is fucking. That's how far back I go with Dawn of the Dead in that opening scene, and like there's like a lot of racist talk in that opening scene and stuff, and to me like that led to the horror of it. You know what I mean? Because like that woolly guy, I almost called him Steel. Steel's another really good character from George Romero. Like Night of the Living Dead, it goes like this. Like Cooper is sort of like the smartass character that he's funny like unintentionally, and then in this fucking oh man, I just lost my train of thought. I'm so stoned. Oh, Wooly is like that guy, like the funny guy unintentionally in Dawn of the Dead, and then Steel is the unintentionally funny guy in Day of the Dead. I pulled that all together. Fuck. So yeah, that whole opening scene of Dawn of the Dead, one of my favorite moments. Zombie. So Lucio Fulci's Zombie from 1979, which is basically like they call it an unofficial sequel to Dawn of the Dead, but like it's its own thing. Zombie is its own thing, and it's fucking awesome. My one of my favorite moments in the film though is on the boat at the beginning, where the fat zombie comes out of nowhere. Like I think that's one of my favorite. Like I would like if I knew someone that could do like really good makeup, and like Kayla could probably do it. Like fucking do me as that zombie for like Halloween. How sick would that be? So that zombie is one of my favorite moments. The Thing, the blood test in The Thing, where they're fucking the thing with Kurt Russell, of course. When they're doing the blood test, testing the blood, and they're doing the blood test, testing the blood. All that, like everything revolving around that. I fucking love that shit, man. Like it was so good. Frankenstein, that's sick. Dawn, excellent. Tutti fucking fruity, hell yeah. And then I wrote down in Videodrome, where puts he puts like a VHS in his stomach at one point, puts like a gun in his stomach at one point. Like anything involving that, I love. I love the TV stretching. I love Videodrome. I just basically wanted to talk about how much I love that movie. Canadian too, by the way, might I add. A lot of good Canadian horror film from fucking Rabid, Scanners, Videodrome, um, fuck, The Brood, shit. What's that one? Shivers. Um, I don't know. There's a fucking whole slew of really good David. They're all David Cronenberg, but he's awesome. My second last pull for the favorite horror moment. I had to put this in because it's one of the. I just love this. So in Nightmare on Elm Street, the first one, where Nancy goes out in the hallway and the girl, I forget her name, is in like the body bag, like, and that is one of the scariest and just trippiest, moments. But I have to also mention the Johnny Depp murder where he gets sucked into the bed. I think like just the sound of it all and everything, like that is a really good scene. And of course, where Tina, that's her name, is like getting killed like upside down, like up on the ceiling and shit. Like, god damn, man, that was scary when I was a kid. Freddy Krueger was like scary for me because I only seen like Freddy for years, just the first one, and then I'd seen a bunch of the Jason, but Freddy wasn't a funny character for me when I was a kid. It was never funny. Freddy was not funny because I hadn't seen any of the sequels yet. And then when I finally did, I was like, whoa. Like it kind of goes downhill in my opinion. I love the character. And I accept him for what he becomes. And I love him in Freddy vs. Jason. But I don't think it gets any more scary than that first one. My final pull for Hippie's question is favorite horror movie moment when Dr. Pretorius is in the crypt and he's laughing his ass off, smoking and drinking liquor, and Frankenstein comes out and then like he smoke, friend, and all that, and like he says like, oh, have a cigar, they're my only weakness. And then earlier he's like, have a brandy, it's my only weakness. Like Pretorius is the best, man. I love that fucking guy. I don't know the name of that actor, but he's phenomenal. I think he might be in Old Dark House. Is he in Old Dark House? Does anybody know? Can they confirm that? Yeah, but when he's down there, like even like with the character Dwight Fry plays like some greasy scumbag, and he's when they leave the crypt, he says to his buddy, he goes, "What do you say, pal? If they don't catch us, we'll turn ourselves in," or some shit like that. I just love it. And the guy's like, "That goes for me too." It's like you got like a New York guy with like a fucking like I don't know English guy or something, but it's all believable. It's Bride of Frankenstein, one of the best fucking films ever. Ernest Stager, okay. Hobo with a Shotgun. Hobo with a Shotgun's a good fucking movie too. So Hippie, are you satisfied with your answer? Give me a 666 if you're satisfied. And good luck. And I'm gonna scratch your name so I know that I already answered that. Who else is in the house? VZ, are you in the house, bro? I'll read your fucking question right now, man. Give me a 666 if you're in the house. Hippie accepts with a 666. I'm gonna accept that with a joint. Fuck. Yeah. It's really cool. Oh, for fuck's sakes. All right, VZ's in the house. Let's get to his question. Oh fuck, you got VZ. You get like the shortest answer. Let me finish this. Fuck. VZ says 666. Congrats, best Hong Kong movie. Now, in my opinion, the best is my favorite, and that's John Woo's The Killer from 1989. I love it. John Woo and Danny Lee, or excuse me, Chow Fat and Danny Lee, they have such a good chemistry on fucking on screen, and just it's such a like good gangster film, you know what I mean? But it's a hitman film, like, but it has like he has a heart, you know what I mean? Like he looks determined without being ruthless, you know what I mean? He says it in the film. I love that movie. I love everything John Woo's pretty much ever done that I've seen, uh, from The Killer to Hard Boiled to Better Tomorrow. Uh, I think I might have one other John Woo film that's like actually like like a Hong Kong film. Yeah, I don't like the thing is like I have more Japanese films than I have Hong Kong films. So this was a hard one for me to. Well, it was a no brainer, but like I have more like Japanese and Korean really than Hong Kong. Like in terms of like I have a lot of Korean in the way of the Lady Vengeance films, uh, some. I'm trying to think. There's like this. I don't even know the word, but there's a box set I have up there. If you've seen the video like of the tour, if you look at the top shelf of the Asian stuff, there's like a black thing, like a black DVD box set on there. If you look at that one I think is Korean as well. But I have a lot of Japanese shit, like Takashi Miike shit, the fucking uh, female prisoner scorpion stuff, some shit from the '60s, like Oni Baba, Lone Wolf and Cubs shit, a lot of Kinji Fukusaku films. I like that shit the best. I like the '70s stuff the best. Like another genre that I've really like, recently I did the Dirty Harry video and the fucking Death Wish 3 video. It's really making me want to watch some more of those like Italian crime films. They have a weird word like polischetti or some shit. Same with the Japanese stuff, like the good Yakuza stuff. One of my favorite ones I've seen so far is called Cops versus Thugs. Kinji Fukusaku, I believe, made probably 1975 ish. I don't know, man. Oh, another good Korean guy is fucking uh, Bong Joon Ho. I've watched a bunch of his films. Good choice. Recently saw it myself. Really good. Right on, man. Still got to peep Takashi Kitano's work. Yeah, I don't know if I've ever seen it. South Korean cinema is awesome. Yeah, VZ's big into that shit. I got a lot of like '70s like kung fu films. You know what I mean? I like that type of shit too. 36 Chambers, big one. Uh, Five Deadly Venoms, One Armed Swordsman, Flying Guillotine. You know, there's a lot of good. That's a whole other Cinema 187 issue right there. Is like like Asian cinema, bro. That's the next one, guy. I'm telling you. Because like Asian cinema is like the complete opposite of video nasties, and like I can't. I'm not like. Don't get me wrong. I'm not having a bad time. It's just like once I get all these video nasties watched, I'm gonna need to cleanse the palate with something else for a bit. Because I've been watching the fuck out of. I've started to watch some of the shit I've already seen, just to get it like done. But I haven't like I haven't done a video on a lot of shit. Like Anthropophagus is a film that I've already done a video on. Beast and Heat, same. The Burning, Cannibal Holocaust, Cannibal Apocalypse, Cannibal Ferox, Driller Killer. Like I've made videos on some of this shit already, so I'm gonna be remaking them. But you know what I mean. Japanese '70s cinema is awesome. Chow Fat from Hong Kong, I think dope actor. Yeah, he's the best. Greed VZ. Gotta hit the hey Rick. Thanks for answering my cue. Hippie, thanks for watching, man. I will message you if you win this. If you win this giveaway, I'll fucking message you. All right, and I'll ship it off to you, and you'll be like, holy fuck. All right. So that was VZ's question. That fucking brought a little bit of fun chit chat about some Asian stuff. Like that's really good fucking genre. Like I was really into it for a while there. Like I bought that Arrow box set of Graveyard of Honor, and I fucking love those movies. Like both of them are really good. Is it Graveyard of Honor? Is that what it's called? I believe so. I can't really see it that good from here. So VZ's question has been answered. Is anyone else in here that's asked one? I'll read I'll just read them in order now, unless anyone else is in here. All right, take it easy, hippie. Graveyard of Honor is great. Yeah, it is, man. That guy's a son of a bitch, man. He's such a great like that Takashi Miike one is fucking crazy. It's so good. It's not as crazy as like Dead or Alive, but like it's fucking crazy. I got a couple of good fucking like ideas for some future Cinema 187s. Like I'd like to do like a like I said, the martial art, like not just martial art, but like Asian cinema. And then I'd love to do just like like exploitation, just like fucking, your rip-offs, like your Italian rip-offs and stuff like that. That would be a sick one. And it doesn't seem, it's not that hard to get together a fucking zine. I'm telling you, man. If you just fucking put in the fucking work, bro, people will fucking be like, hell yeah. So we're gonna read a comment from Sneaky Ninja Toad, who is Toad, who's been around talking in the chat for a long time. Not in this video, but his question is, "What's your favorite video that you've made?" 666. So I wrote down 3 videos. The first one being the vinyl documentary that we made. Me and Taylor Pleward put that together. We did that as a school project, and it was like one of my favorite things I ever worked on. It was really good, really fun time. Me and my buddy Taylor, we basically we were gonna pretty much make it like how we wanted to. Like this is how it went down, right? So at school, like we had to like pitch everything and all this bullshit, and mine got picked, and me and him were like the ones that were gonna work on it. I think it was our first project too, to be honest with you, but I had all the interviews lined up. So we literally got us, we knew the assignment was coming, had everything lined up, boom, got the assignment that day. We were going to film fucking interviews. And it was like, I don't know, man. It was a good feeling to know like we were on top of shit. And I love the way it turned out. And my dad is like immortalized in that video. And so is like Steve Mallison and fucking Mike Todd, I believe, from Speed City Records. And we made that shit. It was fucking awesome. I love that video. The next one that I had to write down is The Wallet, which is the short film that my dad wrote that I reworked and we turned into a short film. And I love that one. It's really good. And one of my other favorites that we did was Spiral Scratch. And the importance of that one was that actually played at my local drive-in in between Pieces and Evil Dead. And it was unfucking real. And like the trailers that were like, there was Fulci trailers, like there was like really good trailers in between, and then boom, you see my logo like in the darkness of the fucking, like in the distance, like on the drive-in screen, like movies under the stars, you know what I mean? But like it was, there it was, and then boom, me and Caleb, we held hands the whole time, and like because she did the makeup and like fucking, it was just like some trip shit, man, to see your stuff on a big screen like that. I never seen anything cooler than that yet. And then they played a few other short films, which was cool as fuck too. But yeah, to see anything that I ever did like on a screen is one thing, but to see it on the drive-in that I grew up at. I grew up watching movies at the fucking Mustang drive-in, and boom, Ricky Paradis on the screen. My little brother and my dad and Kayla and like on the special effects, and like crazy. So Ninja Toad. Hopefully that fucking satisfies you for an answer. All right, moving on. We're gonna go to a comment from my buddy Sleeper Docs, who's a guy I went to high school with. He makes music. His question is, what's your favorite character from Cinema 187? So I don't know if he like I don't think he's never read it, so like I don't think he really knows what Cinema 187 is. But what I will say to him is Filthy Ralph. That's the best character from fucking Cinema 187, because Filthy Ralph is going to be featured in issue 4 of Cinema 187. He's never been in an issue except for when he's in comic book form by fucking Riki-oh. And to answer Sleeper Docs' question in another way, the Vincent Price comic that Riki-oh did in issue 2, which I fucking love. So Sleeper Docs, shout out to Sleeper Docs. He's making music for fucking years now. I remember back in the day, he wore a sweater to school from a band called Dying Fetus. Dying Fetus. I remember it had like a sick fucking design on it. But yeah. Shout out to Sleeper Dogs. Hopefully you're doing good, bro. Next, we're going to move on to Groove Dude 925. Congratulations. 1K is massive. Enter me as well. 666. What is your dream horror movie? So, my dream horror movie is to make a feature-length version of Afrodeath, which is a short film that me and my brother made like back in 2012. Like Afrodeath, the character is more than 10 years old, which is insane. But we made that short film and then remade it and did sequels and stuff. And then I redid it when I first got to like film school with like good equipment and shit. And it fucking turned out really fun. So to make a feature length of that, or a feature length of my short film called The Purple Demon, which is the first one that really has like a sort of a narrative that's explained to you in the way of a voiceover. So those are basically my dream horror movies. So shout out to Groove Dude 925. Next, we're gonna go to Jared Osborne, who's another guy that's been around for fucking years, been watching videos of his for a long time. Talked with him in the off-air chats back in the day, and yeah, he's a really cool dude. He still makes his fucking Wednesday pull list videos. I still watch them, even though we don't get any of the same kind of stuff, but it's still fun to watch because I like Jared. You know what I mean? He's a fun guy. I need some more of this water. Hold up. So Jared asks, or he states, congratulations on 1,000. What are a few of your favorite comics from the 1970s? 666. Which is funny because Jared usually puts 999 in place of 666. So I like that he put 666. He's probably like, yeah, if I put 999, that son of a bitch won't enter me in the contest. So here's my answer. First would be that I've read, okay, because I don't want to like cheat and like I have some favorite comic book characters and covers and stuff from the 70s, but like I want to be authentic. And my favorite comic from the 70s that I've read the first omnibus of Lone Wolf and Cub, which is phenomenal, and it's Shogun Assassin. Like I love it. I've actually got the first. I have almost a complete run of I think it's Dark Horse that put it out. The ones that have like the Frank Miller covers and there's a few what's that guy's name? Sienkiewicz covers, Bill Sienkiewicz covers. Love me some Lone Wolf and Cub. I dig the art. I forget the artist's name. I think one of the names is Hideo or some shit like that. I should have wrote that down, but Lone Wolf and Cub comics. Heavy Metal, which is a comic that is from the 70s that I've only got one issue from the 70s of. Really good stuff, though. Creepy and Eerie, of course. Got to put Creepy and Eerie in there. Those are comics from Warren, I believe. Really fantastic stuff. You can get that stuff collected by way of Dark Horse, I think. I've got a couple of collections, one of Steve Ditko, one of Bernie Wrightson, all of their material from Creepy and Eerie. They're collected hardcovers. They're so fucking nice to look at. I've actually discovered a few more Bernie Wrightson stuff I didn't know I had throughout the pages of Creepy and Eerie. Matter of fact, there's one in my bedroom right now, open wide, like on a thing, because I want to do a video talking about Bernie Wrightson eventually down the line. That's going to involve a lot of research. So some of my like standout, like some of this crazy stuff I've got in my personal collection from the 70s. Got a decent run of Master of Kung Fu, including the first appearance of Shang-Chi in Special Marvel Edition number 15. And then there was 16, and then 17 is where he got his own title. Was really big on, I could complete that run probably for like 100, like if the issues are still as cheap as they were when I was picking them up. I was picking up the singles for like $1.50, or not $1.50, maybe $1.99, all the way up to like maybe $7.99 tops. I got my first appearance for $20 or $24 way back when. Is this shit frozen? 666 if anyone's here, because I just feel like comment hasn't been made in like fucking like 30 minutes. Or am I tripping balls? Fuck. VZ's okay. He just confirmed everything's okay. VZ Madness, everyone, the number one supporter of my Patreon, constant sender of super chats, and just all around good source of super chats. No, I don't fucking know. That's one thing that me and VZ always bullshit about. Because we both know that it's bullshit. Because we fucking gotta go and fucking work just to get our $50 fucking DVDs, and these cunts are getting super chats. Me and VZ both get fucked because he's from his shit's like universe or international, and my shit's international. So like if we get order from the US, we're both getting fucked. We both get fucked. He probably gets fucked worse though. Oh man, super chats are bullshit. Here's one thing I will say. I think that Patreons, if you're getting back exclusive stuff that they're not just gonna post on YouTube in a week. Getting something early to me is bullshit. Okay, if it's gonna be on YouTube in a week, I'm not gonna fucking pay you for it. But if they're uploading exclusive podcasts or exclusive videos or how-tos or creation video, whatever the fuck it is, that's where it's like, okay, I understand. But just to be like, yeah, fucking, I want to go get some more canvases from fucking Michaels, so send me some fucking money so I don't have to pay. Like, no. Not into it. Although, send me some super chats so I can buy some more reefer. Actually, you know what I did today is I threw out a Micron 01, 03, and 08 because I finished the Filthy Ralph horror strips collection, and they were starting to go near the end because I did 8 pages, right, of like heavy duty, like I said, maybe I'm pressing too hard. I don't fucking know. So Jared Osborne, another thing I wrote down was Hulk 181, which is the first appearance of Wolverine, and like that's one of my favorite comic book covers of all time. Like that one, and there's some really good John Romita Spider-Man, Steve Ditko Spider-Man, Jack Kirby stuff. Like, that's not even like counting things like the underground stuff. Like the amount of Crumb, Spain, Gilbert, S. Clay Wilson, fucking just. So many good comics came out of the 70s, but those are some of the ones that are ones that I actively collect and have in my collection. I have a lot of underground stuff. I have like a near complete run of Zap comics at this point, waiting to complete it before I make a video. I probably gonna have to spend at least probably I'm not paying for no original issue 1. I'll get a fucking reprint. I'll spend as much as 20 on a reprint of number 1, like a later reprint. Like I'm not going nuts. I'm not getting my pants pulled down. I spent 50 on that second print of fucking Zap number 0. That's as high as I'm fucking willing to go. So shout out to Jared Osborne. There's 2 questions remaining. Okay. So the next question is from Noah Petrie or Petrie, who's a guy that is going to be involved on the next issue of Video Nasties, or fucking Cinema 187 rather. I'm so stoned. He asked this. He says, "Congrats, dude. 2 questions. In your latest zine vid, you mentioned possibly going perfect binding in the future. Were you thinking of sending the zine off to a printing service, or were you going to try to DIY? I thought about getting a cheaper thermal binding machine and cutter myself, which might be cheaper in the long run, but it also seems like a lot more work." So to answer that, I wouldn't be like, yeah, perfect binding is a thing that I'm going to be going to price out on this issue 4, which is the Video Nasties. I want that to be perfect binding. So, and I think I have enough pages to make it perfect bind to fit the qualifications. So basically, it's just all about going to get it priced out, and I'm basically going to be biting the bullet regardless of the price. I'm getting it done. So that's just the way it's going to be. They're going to be obviously the price that I pay is going to reflect in the cost of the issues. Everyone that has submitted art and that's a part of it is getting an issue for free. You know what I'm saying? So I'll probably end up getting 50. I'll see at 50 costs. I'm assuming 50 is going to cost like a pretty penny, but I'll have. I think there's like roughly 35 contributors or something like that. Well, there's 39 fucking movies, so there's got to be at least fucking however many. Some people do a few movies, but there's got to be a few people. So, and I'm getting it done locally at a place called M&T. I'm gonna attempt another sip of this fucking potent ass shit. Better. So the DIY of a perfect binding, I don't really know how I would go about doing that. I feel like I'd get fucked on that. Like, I was just looking at VZ's chat. He said he's ranting about how super chats are bullshit, and then he says that we get fucked. And yes, all we do. We pay. So yeah, perfect binding is something that I've really wanted to go for. Once I get like enough filthy Ralph, like material that I can do a perfect binding, best believe I'm doing a perfect binding filthy Ralph. Okay. And then I'll print like fucking 25 copies or whatever and just have them and sell them. I'd give like Radio one, obviously, and like some of my close buddies ones or whatever the fuck. Like, but because this shit means a lot to me, man. It's not just like a fucking, like I have some right here. Like, here's like a stack of shit. This is actually a good little stack, but I'm not going to show those two, but I'll show these two. Like, here's some humble, like not humble beginnings, but because I've made zines way before this, but this is the Video Homicide black and white zine from 2021. Or like, look at, this is like the stuff that I want to talk about. Lucio Fulci, graffiti documentaries, John Woo's The Killer, and much more. You know what I mean? This is before I did saddle stitching. You got to talk about Fulci. Like, I even like Fulci. Like, you got to do it. I love zines, man. But like the comics is something I'm very passionate about right now. Like, I talk to Radio basically like every day. I send him a new strip and he's like, dude, this is getting out of control. Shout out to Radioactive Blob Fuel. This is his comic coffee. Very adult. I love this shit, man. Everyone that I've shown this to, like in person, they think it's sick as fuck. I think people think like if you do something like this, like it's just like how many people do this shit out of your own personal friend group? Like it's I don't know. I don't really know anyone else. That was a dope little zine though. Yeah, that's the one that has the instructions on how to fucking burn stuff off of Xbox. Yeah, right there. Bootlegger's Paradise. I did a thing called Bootlegger's Paradise. This is how you fucking burn something. Yeah, bootleg. With the advent of streaming platforms like Netflix and Tubi, home video has become a dying media. It's sad. Although these platforms have taken these movies from nothing more than a relic of the not so distant past to a genuine collector's item, we are dealing with a finite supply of blank tapes. This means we must be very selective with the movies we transfer on tapes. But I'm optimistic that with the new technology of 3D printers, we will see a slow resurgence of blank T120s. YouTube has become a haven for bootleggers to find movies and otherwise lost videos to transfer onto tape. With the use of a VCR and Xbox 360, you can create your own works of art and even design your own covers and labels too. Use this setup to record from Xbox 360 to VCR. So you take a DVD, coax cable to a VCR, and then you plug in the Xbox 360 into the VCR, and you fucking record what it takes on the screen. It's the best. No one. You know how hard I look for a 360, man? They want a top dollar for those suckers. Really? 360s go for big bucks, eh? Hmm. What a shame. Everything gets fucking driven up the prices and stuff. Oh, fuck. I was in the middle of a question. So, yeah, to answer the question, it's going to be perfect binding. But here's another thing. The production of the zine itself, uh, being a perfect binding, it's going to reflect in the time that it comes out. So I was hoping for it to be early October, but it might not come out until either even close to as far out as December. You know what I mean? But it's going to be perfect. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not doing this. I want every issue to get better and better and more fucking quality and just what I want it to be. You know what I mean? And it's a lot of work, man. Like it's not just like you fucking piss your and this is also going to be the first one that I edit completely in Adobe Illustrator. I'm not going to be using Publisher. I don't think I'm going to use straight up Illustrator. I got to water this down a little bit more. I don't even know if I did. Maybe just because the ice melted, but I fucking got like a 2 liter of water here, man. I fucking fill it up to about yay, and then put it in my freezer. And when I come home from work, I got like a frozen solid chunk of fucking water and just chug out of the bottle. I guess on Craigslist, Goodwill too. They're always ridiculous price. How high you talking? Like what are you thinking? Like over like 150? Because if they were over like I would for 360, I wouldn't even want to pay over 100 for that, man. Because it's old as fuck. Although it has like some of the best games in existence: Red Dead Redemption, Kane and Lynch, GTA 4, Left 4 Dead, Gears of War 3, baby. Gears of War fucking 3 is the game. Over 100, that's too much. Unless it came with like a bunch of games and controllers and shit. I need to go get a new 360 controller. I need to get a new PlayStation 2, I think, because I don't want to ever like I feel like one day those are going to be as expensive as like the Nintendos and shit get to be. Second half of Noah's question. Any horror trends or subgenres you think deserve a comeback right now? Slashers, giallo, ghosts, hauntings, straight up monsters, etc. 666. So my answer to a word that I wrote down was Mad Doctor. I'd love to see a new Mad Doctor film. Like a mad scientist, like going ape shit. Always loved that concept. Another Frankenstein kind of thing. Giallos I wrote down as well. It'd be cool to see like well, technically, to be perfectly honest, there's so many Giallos. Oh, there it is. Help me on Reagan's skin. Watching The Exorcist right now. what was I just talking? The giallos. There's so many good giallos from the '70s I've even yet to see. So, or supposedly good giallos that I'm still trying to watch. That maybe that might not be the best one to make new of. I wrote down backwoods style like campground shit, background style like campground shit, like Friday 13th and the Burning. Uh, Campgrounds. I love camping. Like I just came from fucking cottage like last weekend, and dude, it was so fucking fun, so beautiful too, man. Yeah, it's a good spot. Like the thing is, like there was only like the like man, like there was only one thing, and there was a dog like in the distance that would bark a lot. Like our dogs are like pretty good, like but still. PS2, you could find decently cheap, and yeah, I usually had them bundled, but like Call of Duty and stuff. Yeah, fuck Call of Duty. Melt movies, yeah. Mad Doctor is a badass genre. Have you ever seen A Cure for Wellness? No, but have you seen the original Maniac from I believe like 1934 or some shit like that? It's out of control. It's basically like the story of like the Black Cat, but it's called Maniac. I got a 60G backward compatible PS3, plays everything PS2 wise. If if you want it, it's yours if you want it. Are you talking to me? Maybe, but at least clips. I collect video games. Got tubs on tubs. Are you talking to me, Evil? Are you talking to Radio? Because Radio fucking needs one. You're talking to fucking fuck. Let me ask you this: if you're a video game collector, here, okay, maybe we can do some kind of transaction here. Do you fucking have? There's like three PS2 games that I'm still looking for. Okay, it goes like this. Oh my god, it's a scene where fucking Buddy's getting out of the cab. This is fucking Exorcist, buddy. Now the movie's beginning. All right. Holy fuck, that's scary looking, man. You fucking you kidding me? I was a little kid watching this fucking shit, pissing my pants. My fucking dad put on The Exorcist to a child and be like, "Yeah, I watched The Exorcist," and I'm just like, "Dude, you're fucking crazy." God damn, bro, that's OG. That's OG of you. Let me ask you if you have these games, these PS2 games. Do you have Def Jam Vendetta or Def Jam Fight for New York? And do you have NBA Street Volume 2 on PS2? Those are basically the games that I'm. Oh, and Tony Hawk, American Wasteland, and Underground 2. Those are the games that I'm looking for. Because I think like Tony Hawk games are like expensive as fuck, but like I refuse to pay those prices because they're fucking. Everyone had Tony Hawk games. It's same with like everyone had Super Mario 3. Everyone fucking had Mario 3 back in the day. And I remember I remember seeing Mario 3 for $80 before. And I was like, come on. If I was a different person, I would have flipped the fucking counter over and said, there's your $80. There's your $80. Fucking paper flying and fucking some guy in the background fucking finds a Filthy Ralph comic. He opens it up and he just starts puking. This is what I want to do. This is what I want to do. I'm gonna go and like drive around and find like a crazy, some crazy fuck on the street, and I'm gonna be like, hey man, I'll give you fucking $20 and this fucking bottle of liquor if you fucking let me film you like finding this comic and picking it up and reading it and then fucking puking all over the comic. And they'd be like, fuck yeah, I'll do it for fucking $4, man. I'll be like, I'll give you fucking $40, buddy. Did any of that make sense? Def Jam Fight for New York is my, or is a classic. Fucking right, it is. That's the best. Oh man, the first hard guy to fight in that is Ice-T. Like, you're talking about a fucking video game where you get to beat up, you get to fight Ice-T. 6 in the morning, police at my door, fresh Adidas squeaking across the bathroom floor. I fucking love Ice-T, man. These days, all I have patience for is old arcade stuff, says Radio. Radio only gives a fuck about old arcade stuff. I still love a good fucking, what's it called? Like PS2. Like, I love, like, this shit, man. Like, there's side games I want to get, like Sopranos. That was a fun game. Um, there was like one that had like characters from D12, and I got 25 to Life, but there was another sort of 25 to Life ripoff. There was a good Grand Theft Auto ripoff called Total Overdose. Fuck, man. I wonder what that goes. I gotta look that up right now. Total Overdose. Only like me and a fucking handful of people that I went to school with even knew what that game was. Oh, it's $40. Holy fuck! It's on Amazon for 114, but it's also on here for 40 or 38. I'll get it fucking tomorrow. $38 though, man. I can't do that right now. As good a game as it was, it's a waste of money for me to spend money on games right now because I don't even really game. You know, I'm kind of waiting for the winter to bust out a few video games, man. Like, I'm gonna fit. Like, I started San Andreas and then I just kind of like stopped for a bit once I got to the woods. So VZ says arcade stuff is great. Guilty Gear I could play right now. Metal Slug, never played that shit. I got lots of older gen stuff, not so much PS2. Probably like a handful of PS2 though. I know Def Jam running over 150 just for the disc. That's fucked. Uh, I got N64, NES, SNES, Sega stuff mainly, etc. Nice. So you're more of an old school kind of guy. Like, I had those games. I played them. Like, my dad probably had about 25 NES games back in the day, and my cousin had probably like 10 Sega games and 10 SNES games. Uh, and then we had those during the PS1 era. And then I asked for a PS1 and my cousin asked for an N64. And then I asked for PS2 and he asked for PS2. And we got GTA San Andreas on day one from Walmart for fucking $49 each. And I fucking love it. He had to help me with one mission. It was the race, like the first race that you do with Caesar. Shout out to Noah Petrie. The final question to be answered is from a motherfucker with a hard name to say. Guillermo Barnaby. Guillermo Barmardi. Barnaby. Sorry, man. The fucking name. It's just because it's like this is what I'm looking at. Like, it's all like fucking put together. So he says, "Congrats on reaching 1K milestone. Amazing giveaway. Count me in." 666. What is your favorite monster? And has he been well represented in your opinion? Cheers. Good question. I saved this one for last purposely. So uh, my favorite monster that has been represented well is the Mummy. I love the Mummy. I love Egyptian stuff, man. Like when I was a kid, I was obsessed with all that shit. I used to read every book that they had at the library that was something to do with like Egyptian shit. That was like a picture book. I rented out, looked at it, would draw shit out of it. I totally love the Mummy. My favorite person that played the Mummy was not Karloff, and no, it was not Christopher Lee. It was Arnold Vosloo. Yes, from the 96 or 98, The Mummy with Brendan Fraser, which I love. It's one of my favorite movies. I've watched it on mushrooms with my friend Mike many times. We've watched that movie many times growing up, like sober and like smoking weed. Like I love The Mummy. It's one of my favorite monsters, and that's one of my favorite movies. Like I rank that movie up there with Lucio Fulci films. I know that could be blasphemy, but it's my own personal opinion. So the Mummy, the Devil is one of my other favorite ones. I think has been best represented in The Exorcist, which I'm watching right now. The Nun, but not the film The Nun. I thought that movie sucked dick, but the character of the nun, like this demonic nun, I think is a very spooky looking character. I really like the way it looks on film. Uh, Voodoo dolls, so like Chucky, the Zuni fetish doll from Trilogy of Terror. Really love that stuff. Love voodoo doll shit like that. The Grim Reaper, who has been represented in tons of different horror films, from you know Dario Argento's Inferno to, would you count the Crypt Keeper as the Grim Reaper? Like I don't know. Uh, it's he's in tons of stuff. Another character is the Boogeyman, not necessarily the movie Boogeyman from the 80s or late 70s, and not the remake or whatever, if that's even supposed to be a remake. But uh, the Boogeyman is just like a scary, spooky character, kind of like the Babadook and the Crooked Man from Conjuring 2. I always found those characters very fucking spooky. So here's a total mashup that I'd love to see. Zombie Samurai. I believe that Max Brooks, who's the son of Mel Brooks, the famed director of Young Frankenstein and Blazing Saddles and Spaceballs and different shit like that. His son did a really good book called uh, The Zombie Survival Guide or some shit like that. But there's a spin off comic. This is one of my favorite scenes of The Exorcist where Reagan's floating and they're fucking praying and slices and shit. That's that Dick Smith, man. Dick Smith was the man. Um, yeah, Zombie Samurai, I think, was featured in the spin-off of that book that was a comic book. So that concludes the Q&A. So let's smoke some weed and then we'll get a fucking list, our number scheme going here, and we'll find out who won this bitch. What did you guys think? Was not a decent fucking, not a decently bad little how do you do? One of my favorite games as a kid was Zombies Ate My Neighbors. And of course, later the Warriors. Yeah, fuck, the Warriors is the best. I never played Zombies Ate My Neighbors, but the Warriors, I played the. Everyone I knew fucking played the fuck out of the Warriors. We wanted to be the Warriors, basically. I played so much Zombies Ate My Neighbors as a kid. Never watched The Nun, but that movie looked shit. It is shit. The only good fucking part about it is this, okay? Uh, there's basically like this room in this old church that has the blood of Jesus Christ, and that's how they like fucking kill the nun. Or it's bullshit, but that's the only interesting part. It's just the way the character looks. I think it looks cool, personally. A fucking creepy nun is like creepy. Goofy fa, here I am. There's a Japanese zombie samurai movie. What movie's that? If you know it. Good questions. Good times. Just came just in time to clean up. To clean up. Oh, that pink Xanax goofy fuck that I was telling you about. Holy fuck. It's fucking crazy. It's good. It's the best dope I've got from there yet, hands down. Hands down. Good questions. Are you still looking for the Warriors on VHS? I actually got the Warriors on VHS from my friend Marky from New York. He sent it to me, which is cool because it's a copy of the Warriors from my friend that's from New York. Somewhere out on that horizon, out beyond the neon lights. The Warriors is probably like one of the best movies that is accompanied by the best soundtrack, you know, and like the best fucking musical placement in a film. And even the fucking music, what's it called? The like the score, like just like the underlying is just phenomenal. I still got like some of that. I still got like a decent amount, like probably like three, probably an eighth, I guess. I got some other random shit, but I don't know. I don't remember the names at this point. It's just the pink Xanax. I only remember because it was fucking $100 for a half ounce, and I was like pulling. I was like, oh fuck, had to. I don't usually spend $100 on a half ounce, but I smelled the dope. I looked at it. I was like, damn. Hell Driver maybe. Yoro Samurai Zombie. Is it like good though, VZ, or is it just like fucking some bullshit? Nice. Okay, I had a copy sitting here for you. I appreciate it, Evil. Yeah, but I got that, bro. I got that one. I definitely appreciate it. Uh, got that pink Xanax you owe. I have the Warrior soundtrack on vinyl. That's sick, man. VZ, you got that imprint one too, didn't you? Because aren't they fucking like from Australia? But I don't know. Imprint wouldn't have done the vinyl though. I guess. Sell me it for $10. You want the pink Xanny for 10? Go out there and see if you can get it for the pink Xanax, man. It's the best weed I probably smoked in a. It's not. It's like it's Kush. It's Kush strength, like extra strength Kush, but it doesn't have like that fucking little sugar crisp smell. Do you know what I'm saying? That's what it's lacking. I haven't seen it. Yo, Easy Mass is dope. Have that for a mushroom trip. Fuck. They don't got anything good. Yeah, you're just there, right? Got that imprint Blu-ray box set. Yeah, I think that they have that at Odyssey, but I think it's like over $100. And I'm like, can't do that, man. It'd be hard for me to put up $100 for a box set right like fucking right now. Especially like I'm saving for fucking for the zine. Did you do that paint? I did. I'm that it's not done, but yeah, I'm working on this painting right now. It's from I'll show you like what it's inspired by. Let me check. Oh my god, look at this is still on my phone. I hope this doesn't like get me. I'll cover the tits. But like this is this porno that like my buddy's dad had back in the day, and this is the title of it. But we thought it was Dr. F. Uzi. We've been calling it Dr. F. Uzi for like 25 years or whatever. And it's I found it like just the other night we were talking and I found it on there. Oh yeah, but anyways, yeah. Oh yeah, I think it's out of print now. Yeah, fuck, that's probably why. Yeah, I sprayed that one before. That's right. That's in that zine, Richie the Caterpillar zine, man. Dr. F. Uzi. What if? Yeah, we would raid his dad's closet because he had a couple of porno tapes, and that was one of them. It's legendary. I even said I would love to own that just as a goof, just as like the fuck, just the you know. I only own one porno, like physically. It's Evil Head, which is a parody of Evil Dead. You'd have to be a fucking maniac to pay for like a DVD of porno, unless you like were really fucking wanted to see like behind the scenes, I guess, and commentary and fucking trailers for other shit. Trash Dash. I seen Trash Dash's name, but I don't know if I shouted him out yet. Yo, yeah, Trash Dash. Yo, I know I seen it. There it is again. Looked like Harold from Harold and Kumar. Are you talking about the Dr. F. Uzi? Is it tape or VHS? It's both the same, motherfucker. The VHS has got the tape inside it. The magnetic tape. Dr. F looks like Harold. Let me take a look. What do you mean Dr. F Uzi? You gotta say the whole thing. Now I gotta look it up. Kayla's gonna like be like, why do you have this? Why is this? I even have the porn site thing screenshotted right here. I gotta like be careful because there's like naked stuff, but there it is. It's like an 8-minute clip of Dr. F Uzi. If you want to watch that, I'll send you the link. What the? How could you even tell? Like, look how pixely and shit it looks. You tell me that looks like Harold. That's funny. I guess it kind of does. This is that pink Xanax weed. This is a close up of it. It's cool. This is a good phone. I could go get a new phone right now because this I paid off this one, but I don't think I'm gonna do it yet. But I just learned recently that I could. I mean DVD. I'm high as fuck. He says LMFAO. That guy's a legend. Dr. F. Uzi. Gotta get some fuck lessons from Dr. F. Uzi, man. So I gotta buy the copy of the movie. Maybe he looks more like Bud from Halloween 2. Looks like Screech. You need to paint him. Fuck, I'm sitting here high as fuck watching The Exorcist, talking to a computer. This is fucked. It's a good time. Except the air conditioner's like constantly blowing this way, and it's like making my eyes dry out. So I have to keep like going. I need like goggles. Sit here with some fucking sit here like this, like the fucking pincers of hell. You guys, I've been saved by the pincers of hell. Little fuckhead. I got a bunch of XXX, but a lot of it was before internet was around. Fuck. Danny B's got a hold. He's got a literal trash dash of sleaze. Trash dash. So I watched and made a video of Bloody Moon. Okay, and I know that you fucking are a Jess Franco fan. I gotta say, is that regarded as one of a better James or Jess Franco film? Because like I think there was a few moments that really like the circular saw. I loved. I loved the knife to the tit, the Mickey Mouse mask guy. Uh, you know the chick that was hanging in the thing, and like when the little kid gets hit in the car. Like there was good moments, but there was so much stuff that I was just like, oh fuck, hurry up. Or am I just being cynical? I'm starting to get cynical because I'm watching all these video nasties and like they range so drastically in quality, it just fucks with your mind. Like me and Radio, like we're like I'll like message him and I'll be like, yo, I'm watching whatever, and he'll be like, yeah, I'm just finishing up some like another video nasty, and it's just like, dude, it's getting insane. Like I gotta get I just have to watch Love Camp 7, get that shit out of the way, and then Gestapo's Last Orgy, and get rid of all the Nazi ones. Like finished watching them. Oh my god. There's before streaming, I mean, trash stacks. You should start a show and tell. Oh my god, it's fucking hilarious. Oh my god, you should start a show and tell is a fucking inside joke because like the place that De Niro goes into in Taxi Driver is called the Show and Tell, and I did a painting where I did the taxi cab in front of the Show and Tell, and he's also in front of the supermarket that he ends up shooting that guy in later on. So Show and Tell is like a fucking inside joke, basically. Fuck, man, my eyes are being dried out. VZ Man has got to go. VZ, if you win the contest, bro, I'll message you. I have a good one, VZ. It's not my favorite from him, but a lot of people like that one because it's more horror than his other stuff. I seen Jess Franco in a documentary I watched today, the one that's on Tubi, the band, the video Nasties or whatever. You know what? Nightmare in a Damaged Brain is on Tubi, but I can't watch it. Must need a VPN. You know what I mean? Like, get the fuck out of here. Peace out, VZ. Section 2 actually looks way better. Section 2 looks way better is fucking true, bro. Moonstone is in the house. How's it going? Moonstone 666. Yeah, Section 2 does look like there's way better movie. Like, fuck. Like, it's still a good time, but it's like, fuck, man. It's kind of like the fucking, how can I describe it? I don't know. Some of them are, like, really fucking entertaining. Like, Fight for Your Life and Axe. Those are both, like, highly entertaining. I think, so far, my favorite... So far, the most hardcore one that deserves to be a video nasty is fucking Faces of Death. There's a full-on fucking dog fight in that movie, man. It's like a fucking... Oh, man. That is, like, hardcore, bro. Like, that's cruel. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what they do in Cannibal Holocaust is, like, make dinner. In that one, they fucking sick two dogs on each other, bro. I'm a dog owner. Like, I had a dog, like a family dog and shit like that. And my mom has a dog, and Kayla has two dogs. And I consider them all my dogs, right? But, like, I could watch the movie and still be like, all right. But, like, I feel like if they watched it, they would be, like so insanely, like, just, like, blown away that I could watch it at all. Well, because I'm fucked. I've watched the Greasies. I watched fucking August Underground on fucking like 3 or 4 fucking huge joints one night as a goof while I was drawing. You know, my favorite part in August Underground, I think, is when they go to that fucking variety store. When I think back, like on the first one. Shout out to Fred Vogel, man. The guy's a fucking OG. I think I watched Nightmare, and I don't think Nightmare's on YouTube anymore. Well, maybe it is, but I can't check right now. If it's on YouTube radio, I'll be fucking in business. I'll be watching that this weekend. I also got Nightmare City that I want to watch. Yeah. At least you didn't watch a cut version of Beast of Heat. That pissed me off the worst. Have you watched Devil Hunter yet? That's also a Jess Franco, but that one is terrible. I haven't watched that one yet. I think you know what? That might be on. I gotta look it up on my phone. Oh no, the set that I, oh yeah, it does have I have seen Devil Hunter. I have, okay, so I agree. It's shit because every single movie on this fucking list was shit in its own way. This box set, me and my dad watched all three of these, and we were like, what the fuck? Especially that Papaya Love Cannibal. Like that movie was basically just like watching a softcore porno with my dad. Like it was fucked. We were high as fuck laughing about it, but still it was like, dude, this sucks. The shittiest movie me and him watched together was called Grampire. Oh my god, it was bad. Okay, so I'm gonna take a piss and then we're gonna get these get the giveaway underway. I'll have to like fucking just do, I'm gonna write a number beside everybody's name and then I'm just gonna do like a random one to whatever on Google. I'll do it on my phone, like in front of the screen, so there's no tomfoolery. All right, because I don't want to be fucking accused of anything. Just in time too, because Exorcist just ended. I just gotta change the movie out. Just give me a second here. I gotta change the movie here. Fucking Exorcist, buddy. Good film. Been wanting to watch that for a while. It's a quality fucking film right there. It's one of my favorite horror films. Exorcist, baby. All right, let's move along. Shit. I don't know what to put on right now. So many fucking movies. This is the problem. Oh, you know what? I'll put. Hell yeah. Oh, I just put on one of my favorites, man. Fuck. Forgot the fuck I was have you watched it? The end before the ghost scene was eerie. I can't find that at Trash Trash only version where they pixelated cans. Let's see if we can send you the link. Tits. Tits. It's just some naked black dude running around with lizard eyes. Yeah. There's a fucking piece of from it in the third Cinema 187, I believe, by Cinema Sketchbook. Are you talking radioactive? Is it like the guy with like the huge thing on his head or some shit? See if that link works for you. Okay. Here's what we're gonna. I'm left-handed, so I gotta like readjust this for a left-handed. Okay. So it's breaking down like this. Radioactive, you're 1. VZ, you are 2. I'm gonna write down the time that I started the thing. Okay, so 2:15. Radio's number 1. VZ's number 2. Sneaky Toad or Sneaky Ninja Toad is number 3. Oh, Radioactive 1, VZ 2, Sneaky Toad 3, Sleeper Dogs 4, Groove Dude 925 is going to be 5, Jared Osborne is 6, Hippies Collectibles 7, William Mary Barnaby 998 is 8, and Noah Petrie is 9. Okay, so there it is. 1 through 9. Everybody remember your number. Radio, you're 1. VZ 2. Sneaky Toad 3. Sleeper Dogs 4. Groove Dude 5. Jared Osborne 6. Hippie 7. Mr. Barnaby 998 is 8. And Noah Petrie is 9. So what we're going to do is... Oh, yeah, for the record, this is the movie that I popped in. Fucking A, man. Good movie. Good thing about this also... Fuck. Oh, there we go. We're good. There's a commentary on here by the RZA from the Wu-Tang, and he's with some guy that's like a film historian, but he's actually like entertaining. So I'm pressing play right now. All right. Now, let's get this contested. Google random. How do we do this again? I thought that you could do like a Google. I think radio. I think you're the one that fucking said what it was last time. What do I type in on Google to get like the random thing, and it's just on Google? I don't have to go through a series of fucking different websites and links. I need some fucking H2O. That'd be tasty. I think you'd like his movie called Cannibals. Yeah, he has like ping pong ball eyes. I did like Cannibal Man. That movie was wild. Love Letters of Portuguese Nun is my favorite of his. Is it just Google randomly? Google. Fuck. I'm not sure fair how this works. This is like fucking cheap because I'm the one that has to press stop, so I don't think that I should use that one. Drag from the top, touch a screen. This is cheap as piss. I don't even know how to do it. This is so fucking stupid. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. All right, we're gonna do this. We're gonna go by this fucking wheel. Okay. So here's what I'm gonna do. Get in there. Oh. What the fuck? I don't want it to be cheap. I want you guys to see it. How the fuck do you do it? Oh, you just press spin it. Okay. So down here it says spin it. The winner is It's a pain in the ass. There you go. Winners 2. VZ Madness. You lucky prick, you. Not bad. There it is. Fucking VZ Madness. Well, congratulations to the fucking VZ Madness. He won. He had a good question, though, and he got me to talk about one of my favorite movies. Random number generator. Is this the Wheel of Fortune? I don't know. It's some fucking cheesy fucking... Some cheesy thing. Wow. He was just here, too. If he had stuck around for like another like couple of minutes, he would have fucking known. But I'll send him a message. Yeah, shout out to VZ Madness, dude. That was fucking good time, though. That brought out a lot of fucking good questions and topics. And fucking eyes being dried out from the fucking air conditioner. So if I don't have a point over here, that's gonna be fucking hot. Yeah, VZ. VZ's a long time fucking watcher of the fucking channel. He's been on like every stream. So it's sick. So I'll ship him off the fucking I actually have a few of them already packed, like all the fucking zines ready to go. But I'll have to open one up and toss like a little note in there for him. I'll do like a little fucking drawing of something and send it to him too. That's one thing I want to start doing. I like initially when I was doing Cinema 187 #1, I was giving out a sketch card, but like I stopped doing that because I wanted to keep them for myself. But I want to fucking just do like a Filthy Ralph, like an original Filthy Ralph. And everyone gets a Filthy. Speaking of Filthy, let's get him back on the screen, baby. 666 for Filthy Ralph in the comments, please. Fuck, he's looking filthy. We could put this head on him. Or like he's holding this head. No, he's holding Zilla. Right. Filthy Ralph has become quite the character. That's all colored on. It was a pain in the ass to color that, to be honest with you, because there were certain spots where it's just like a little speck of white. And you had to keep like fucking going there, and you know, I don't have like any kind of like device, like a pen or like a tablet that I color with. I did it completely with the fucking mouse. Yeah. Yeah, the radio. Let me say this, man. I Number 5 has to be Asian cinema, dude. Has to be Asian cinema. Because I already can think of like 5 that I want to do right off the bat. I want to do 36 Chambers. I want to do The Killer. I want to do Street Fighter. I want to do Chinese Connection. I love all those films. And I know you know like a fucking boatload of it. Like you knew about that movie Biotherapy, which is out of control. I love that movie. I didn't know about it until you told me about it, but like you're the one that told me about it. It was fucking insanity. What else is on this DVD? Concert video for Wu-Tang Clan's The Gravel Pit. One time, I swear, I Scout's honor, okay? This is back in the days of the radio, okay? There was a radio station out of the college that I was going to, but this is way before I went to that college. And it was 106.9 The X. So they played mostly like rap music and shit, but they were just playing a bunch of bullshit, and like we'd always call in and fuck with them and stuff. But one time I called in, and we said, "Play some Wu-Tang or we're gonna kill you." And then he fucking said, like that didn't play online, like that didn't play on air. But what he said on air was, "You don't have to threaten someone with their life to get your song played." And then he played Gravel Pit. Fucking OG. Goofy Pho was there. That was actually at Goofy Pho's house when that happened. Interview with star Gordon Liu. Shaolin, A Hero Birthplace. Feature commentary by the RZA of the Wu-Tang Clan and film critic Andy Klein. Uh, Interviews with the RZA and film scholars David Choate and Andy Klein. Trailer gallery, blah, blah, blah. I already have a draft for a Hong Kong slasher. No way. Like comic? Are you talking about a comic? No way. He's just saying, like, radio's just like saying, like, making like something that he knows would like blow my fucking mind, like combination words, a Hong Kong slasher. Just on our, oh fuck, that's still sick as fuck. A Hong Kong slasher. Radio. I think I already showed this earlier, but this is the submission board, right? So the black dots are submitted to my email already. There's a few that I need to add on here, but they're just not like, they exist and I've seen the photos and messages, but they're just not in my email. So that's why they're not there yet. But it's looking pretty good. I sent a mass message out to everybody on the 1st of August saying, hey, this is what's going on, the 1st of September, blah, blah, blah. So I need to get to my print company and just see what the price is going to be, because I don't know the exact amount of pages yet. So I don't want to go there and like be off by 10 pages or short by 10 pages or whatever. So I'm waiting until I know how much I got. Then I'm going to go and see what it's like, what the price would be for all that color in perfect binding for 50 of them is basically what I'm going to do. So once I can fucking do that, I don't even know what I was in reference to. I'm just fucking talking to myself. Some water. That fucking weed is so strong, it had me fucked up for a minute. And I was live and I was like, gonna maintain, brother. That's the thing. Like, that's what I like about the little vape pen, because you can get one that's not like too crazy and you can smoke it and it doesn't like. Definitely have this thing done. Yeah. Well, like even like this, like once I, like even if people aren't like completely ready, like if you're not completely ready by fucking September 1st, like I'll understand. I just wanted to make that as like that's the deadline. But like if someone needs a little bit more time, all they gotta do is ask. Really, I'm not gonna be like, yo, fuck you, like Redman and How High, fuck you, no, fuck you. Okay, I gotta do something about this air conditioner going in my fucking eyeballs, man. I'm gonna have to point it somewhere else because this can't happen any longer, my friend. Nightmare. Oh, I'm feeling the fucking lean back like fucking Fat Joe. That's better. I can like regain the wetness in my eyes. I need some fucking Clockwork Orange fucking guy beside me fucking give me the driplets. Yeah. 36 Chambers, good film. That bud looked gorgeous. Nah, I challenged myself with this, so I'm not going to hold it up. I'll probably take on some of the lesser titles if you need it. Well, if you want to, if we can't get someone to do SS or Love Camp, I'm down to do one and you do the other. If you're interested in that, I mean, we'll have. To, I'll have to. I'll do whatever I got to do. Like I'm already gonna do. If we can't get anyone else to do night, I haven't watched Nightmare yet. But if no one ends up picking that, like even if you want to pick, even if you want to do Nightmare, I'll do SS and Love Camp. And then if you claim Nightmare right now, I'll claim Love Camp and fucking SS, and then we have every movie covered. Because like I kind of want to like introduce Filthy Ralph into Cinema 187, and I thought about maybe having him, like, imagine Filthy Ralph being in like a fucking Nazi like laboratory thing with like the Nazi people, like, you know what I mean, like as the centerfold spread of the video nasty scene, and just make it like super fucking nasty and gross. What's I gonna say? I don't know. My mom's friend is she like does paintings, and someone she gave me these pencils. There's like actually like decent like sketching pencils of all different like degrees, like H, 3H, hard, B, 4B, like tons of. I don't like know too much about the about pencils because I usually just use a mechanical pencil, and then on top of the mechanical pencil, I put fucking Micron 01, 03, and 08. Those are my most go tos. And then I also have a fine point Sharpie, not like super fine, but like fine enough that's like way thicker than like a Micron could ever get for heavy areas that need a lot of black. Try another sip of this shit. Looks fucking like it's like piss. It's like Filthy Ralph would drink it. Yo, trash dash. I fucking trash dash 666 if you got the filthy. I'm like positive you did, but 666 if you read that Filthy Ralph with like the red cover with Ralph at the um arcade. Love Camp, I'm guessing the better. I can do Nightmare, but watch it first. It's right up your alley. Really? Well, I want to watch it. I tried to the one night, but it's on. Like if I type in "nightmares in a damaged brain" on Google with Tubi in the search, it'll take me to fucking the thing, but it says video unavailable. So I don't know. I must have not the right VPN. I need to get a new VPN. The H pencils don't smudge. 3H, 4H is super good for no showing pencils under ink. Just go light sketching. 3, 4. Radio uses a 4H. H pencils are good for sharp details, and the B pencils are good for shading. I think read it, but I don't remember it. I think I read it, but I don't remember it. I sent you a link. Well, there you go. I don't fucking have like that much knowledge with different pencils, honestly. Like I just use, like I said, I use a point 0.5 millimeter fucking mechanical pencil, and I have a fucking little, just like I just get like the rubber erasers like these, but I get like the ones that go into the like hard plastic holders. But most of the time, I just take it out of the plastic holders because you lose a lot of the ability to use it like tightly and tight. Like, if you've seen like those electric erasers, like those almost look like something I would use because uh, sometimes you just want to erase a little bit. So the movies that I got left to watch that I'm looking forward to the most is House on the Edge of the Park, Nightmare, Night of the Bloody Apes, uh, Don't Go in the Woods. Don't Go in the Woods is actually going to be done by Kayla. Kayla's doing Don't Go in the Woods. I'm looking forward to watching a few of these movies. Gestapo's Last Orgy, not really. Island of Death, I heard is good. Night of the Demon, I heard is good. Actually, I think I've seen Night of the Demon, but maybe not. But there they are. That's my Nasties zine and video list. It's fucking pain in the ass. Like Trash Dash knows, like making fucking like videos for every day for a month, like it's fucking damn near mentally exhausting. That's why I had to start in July. Otherwise, I'd have been fucked when it come October. Mechanical pencils are pretty good. I think your standard is a 2HB. I rewatched that week. LOL, Captain Crockett. Captain Crockett. I use HB pencils for sharp details, a regular 2B pencil for sketching, 4B for shadows, and 9B for dark shadows. Fuck. 9B ain't fucking around. I don't think I've ever used that. Yeah, see, I don't know. You think you tell me it's darker than a fucking Sharpie? You tell me it's darker than a Micron 08 in a small, tight area? Just fucking around. Oh, yeah, Trash Dash. I want to show you something. You know my character, Filthy Ralph? Oh, yeah, did I ask you that? I think I read it, but I don't remember. Okay, that's what that was for. Okay, so basically what I did was I made another issue of that one, and it's all horror movie stuff. So let me fucking here we go. Okay, so there's the Exorcist one. And if you know the Exorcist, this might be funny to you. So he says, Jesus Christ, oh hell, come on, you whore. These damn child-proof pill bottles. Could you help an old altar boy, Father? And then Father says, if you're the devil, why not make the lid disappear? And what the hell, hand them over. So you got Ralph getting the fucking Father Karras from The Exorcist to open this pill bottle for him as he like sits in squalor. It's another Ricky P comic to make you vomit. And then Videodrome. Fuck. Oh fuck. Psycho. So my favorite part about this is the booze hound ale and the shit coming off the toilet. House of a Thousand Corpses. Hellraiser. And Godzilla. Oh, and Demons. And Dawn of the Dead. And that's it. There's Ralph with an AK. Need to make that into an animation. I'm going to go onto that website called Fiverr and say, turn this into an animation. Pencil's darker than the heart of the devil. Oh, nice. Have you ever seen any of those, the Trash Dash? Seen what radio? The next Ralph? No, not yet. Trash Dash hasn't seen any of that shit yet. The Stash. I'm obsessed with John Filthy Ralph one pagers, man. Like issue 3, like I don't know when the fuck the real issue 3, like the continuation of the story of like, you know, how him going to hell and coming back. Like I don't know when that's gonna be done. That might have to be like a winter project. I thought they were pretty dope. I fucking love them. It's my favorite. That's like the whole fucking first 8 pages of my new sketchbook is all just fucking Ralph. Just like all this is all the original Ralphs. All of them. It's so fun. It's so fun. But boys, I think I have to call it because my eyes are dry as fuck. I'm high as fuck, and we've been going for 2 hour 40 minute. We watch Exorcist. We watch some of 36 Chambers. I think I'm gonna call it. But 666. Shout out to VZ Madness, that lucky motherfucker. Um, hopefully, you guys have a great weekend, and yeah, hopefully you guys have a good. If you're having a long weekend, that's great because I know you're having a long weekend here in Canada, but not for me. I got to work Monday, so what the fuck. But yeah, 666. I'll be talking to you guys soon enough, and yeah, peace out, Trash Dash. Peace out, Radio. Anyone else that's still in the chat or still watching, thank you for watching. And this was honestly like a thing saying like shout out to a 1,000 subscribers. So shout out to everyone that watches and is watching and all that shit. So adios, peace, 666.